Hello and welcome to another episode of IMO, In My Opinion. Today we have Dana Murphy, who is a publicist and she also runs DRS Media Consulting. We also have Beth Ann Latsko, who is an artisan and the owner of Jewelry of Hope. This is Diane Berrybo, publisher of Executive Forum magazine, and I'm Alika Hope, your moderator. Before we begin, I have some exciting news for you. We are looking for a 20-something co-host. We're looking for women between the ages of 21 and 27 who can speak to topics that affect women today. If you're outspoken, have strong opinions, and would like to join us, we would welcome you. Please visit westernmasswomen.com and click on Contests and Events and fill out an application. We will be choosing the top 3 applicants to be guest hosts on the show. And then our panel will pick the #1 contestant to be a co-host on IMO. We look forward to hearing from you. Today our first topic is the Food Channel's Top 10 Trends for 2011. The first topic is the canning comeback. People are canning vegetables and fruits a lot more than ever before. What's your opinion on canning? Anyone have experience with canning fruits and vegetables?
Only if the can comes from the grocery store shelf. That's my experience with canning, okay? A can opener maybe, but no canning experience.
You know what, I'm finding you can find those mason jars a lot of places now where you would never find that before. And I have actually kind of thought about doing my own tomato sauce, so I don't know. It hasn't happened yet, but I've thought about it, so that's the first step, right?
I wish I knew how, but I do hear a lot of political talk right now about how we should all learn to be able to provide things for ourselves and not rely so much in this economy and in these times on the grocery stores. So I do believe that the trend will strongly go back into everyone producing a garden and being able to maintain some food for themselves in that manner. I'm not saying I'll be doing that quickly, but I would like to do that.
Yeah, I think everybody talks about it, but
Right.
I don't know many people who have tried it yet. What about men in aprons? The #2 trend is men in aprons.
I love it.
You love it?
Yes.
Okay.
I think all men should wear aprons. And most of them are better cooks. And I love men in the kitchen. That's where they belong.
It depends on the apron, okay? Don't put any man I know in some frilly number with gingham checks, okay? It would just freak me right out. I don't mind a guy in a white chef's apron, or I don't mind a guy in the kitchen, but some things just shouldn't be. You know what I mean?
Don't even need an apron. Just cook.
Just cook.
You know? Yeah,
I
a
agree
man
with
who
you.
cooks that's so
I don't care
attractive.
what he's wearing as long as
Yeah,
he's
that's
doing
so
the
attractive,
cooking.
a man who cooks.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot more men are cooking because there's been a lot of layoffs in male-dominated professions and industrial professions
Right.
and manufacturing professions.
Right.
And so a lot of men are actually staying home with their kids, and they're the ones being at home taking care of things. So when we say men in aprons, it's not just what they wear, but it's also the fact that they're at home and they're participating, which can only benefit people's relationships.
And most of them are pretty good at it. So let them loose. Give them the kitchen.
And the laundry and everything else too.
And the sweeping and the
Give them
dishwasher.
everything, but don't ever give them the paycheck.
Okay, so let's see. What do you mean by that, Diane? I want to hear more about not giving them the paycheck.
Well, we'll give them, we'll bring the groceries home. We'll let them do what they will with them. But
Okay.
keep your paycheck, ladies. You need to be in charge of your finances.
Do you guys agree with that?
Absolutely not.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I think it should be 50-50.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think when you're in a marriage or a relationship under the same household, that it has to be our money. It can't
Right.
just be
Well,
mine.
and I don't disagree with you on that, but you need to maintain your own self-control and self-esteem, and I think being able to handle your own finances. Gone are the days, maybe I'm a little older than you guys are, but gone are the days where the wife asks the husband,
Oh,
can I have
absolutely.
$20
Yeah.
for
Right.
gas and,
Right.
you know, a few hundred to get my hair done?
Right.
Those days are gone. I don't
Right.
mean not to share expenses,
Okay.
but maintain some financial savvy of your own.
Well,
I
I
think
would,
what you're saying, I'm sorry,
Go
I
ahead.
think what you're saying is independence. Have your independence
Exactly.
financially
Including
and in other ways as
financially.
well, but yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with you there.
And if the man's in the kitchen, then somebody's got to be bringing home the money to buy the food.
Right.
So,
and what do you think, is the feeling with the men taking on a different role now? I would think that that's going to be something that might be a little hard for a lot of men to step out of the role of being the provider and having your wife become
Absolutely.
the provider for
Yes.
the household and bringing the money in. And, you know, I can imagine that that would be very difficult for a lot of men.
yes,
Yeah, it
certainly
probably
in an older age group, even more so, where they're accustomed to being the breadwinner. I agree with you, and I think women should be sensitive to that and know that if their significant other is changing their income level, they should recognize that there needs to be some support there.
I wonder if it's more accepted now. Do you remember the movie Mr. Mom?
Loved it.
And how, yeah, that was just such a taboo thing. And now I think it might be a little bit more
I
accepted
agree with you.
nowadays than it was, a few years back. So.
All right, we're going to come back and finish this discussion in a few moments. Thank you.
This is the Griggly. Don't settle for less. Get noticed at the Griggly's.
Welcome back to IMO as we discuss the food trends of 2011. Another food trend is locally grown food. What do you think about buying local and trying to help the local economy?
I'm all for it. It's fresher and it's helping the farmers, and we really need to keep our men of the earth who work the earth as well supported as we possibly can.
Yeah, it helps to stimulate the economy, but also it's so much healthier, too, to eat
Yes.
local, because as soon as food is picked from the ground, it starts to lose nutrients. So if it's taking a longer time to get to you, it's going to have less nutrients once it gets to you. So it has benefits all around.
The farmers markets that are popping up everywhere, they're great.
Great. They're
you know?
fun.
And also I think that it brings small business, small farms that you would never even know existed to the greater population. So you can actually go and shop there even after that farmer's market is closed and support them.
And one of the great things that the federal government has done and state governments is that people who are below the poverty line can now use WIC program money,
really?
women, infant, children money. Some states allow food stamps to be used at farmers market, which I was at a farmers market a couple months ago and I saw people using those checks and I thought, how wonderful, because
Right.
in a lot of these low-income neighborhoods, people, the prices that they charge for produce is
crazy.
astronomical, and the produce is in such bad shape. So I think there is a movement to try to get everybody able to afford locally grown produce.
That's great.
Which is going to help. We talked about last week about childhood obesity, which will
Right.
help, everything all around.